After today, we're square.
Does this mean I'm forgiven?
Hey guys, Blake Calhoun here. I directed this short film, and in between setups, I would also run the behind the scenes camera. This is handheld GoPro, so excuse the shaky cam. If you watched any of our test videos, you would know that we were going to shoot this by a fence. And right here, you'll see that fence in the background. But as it turns out, it was really hot the day we shot this, and the camera kept overheating. So saw this building and I thought, well, let's shoot in the shade. That's what happens on shoots, you improvise. And it ended up working out very well. All of our sound was recorded double system, meaning it was recorded into the iPhone camera as a reference, and then it was captured into a Zoom recorder that was the actual audio we used, and synced to the picture in editing. We shot this short film on the Moondog Labs Anamorphic adapter, and also a lot of it on the native iPhone Tele Lens. In my opinion, shooting telephoto on an iPhone just gives you that extra feeling of a movie. It also can help you get some shallow depth of field, and using the helium core rig, we couldn't mount any telephoto lenses that we owned, and so we put ND on the front of the helium core and just used the native Tele Lens in the iPhone. And overall, it worked out great.
What is she doing? Are you seeing this?
In this setup, we were in the direct sunlight and it was really hot. We ended up using a giant silk to soften the light on the actors. Most of this scene from this angle was actually shot on the Tele Lens, like the previous scene, although I did use the Moondog Labs Anamorphic lens some too. We actually had the phone overheat on several instances, and I'll do a video about that in the future, but it's something to look out for if you're shooting in direct sunlight. So I would recommend covering the camera when you're outside like this. Maybe a courtesy flag, that kind of thing. The reason we use the iCan monitor on the helium core rig was when you're shooting low angle or high angle, it's hard to see the screen outside, not to mention with the sun. I used a small rig adapter so the monitor would articulate up and down, and the shade allowed me to see the image outside. And that's the Moondog Labs Anamorphic adapter and an ND filter. Again, we went back and forth between shooting on that and the native iPhone Tele Lens. You're all set.
You understand the deal, right?
Yeah, I understand.
Repeat it back to me then.
Do you realize how insulting that is?
This is important.
We've been doing this, what, 9 years? I don't want to be Miranda anymore.
After today,
You don't have to.
So you might have noticed this scene was shot on a Canon C200. No, this isn't a smartphone. This was a new camera, and so we wanted to test it out and used it as an experiment. This was the only scene we used lights on too. Everything else was available light. And this was very minimal lighting. Used an awesome little aperture light as a spot, and then a practical light on the wall, and that was really it. These short films more or less are experiments for us to learn different things about technology and to improve our storytelling skills.
How about I just take the bastard down myself?
We work as a team. You know that. Plus, you lost your weapon.
You don't have to be an asshole.
Just get the guy horizontal. Get him bragging. Don't steer the conversation. He'll get there. Once we hear you say,
Miranda.
That's when the cavalry will bust through the door and save the day.
Just like last time?
Action!
Here we use the gimbal as a Steadicam. The helium core is on a Zhiyun crane. We use the crane because of the weight. That's me again shooting behind the scenes and running sound. Again, the nature of a two-person crew. One thing we did a little different here too is we shot everything on the Tele Lens. Normally you shoot gimbal stuff or Steadicam stuff with a wider lens. I went with the Tele Lens for a little different look, and I think it worked out great.
That one felt good.
So I hope you enjoyed this quick look behind the scenes on how we made this short film with just a crew of 2 people. I've got a couple other BTS videos we're working on, and one will go into post-production and some of the hidden visual effects within this short film. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already so you won't miss any of our future content. And we will see you guys in the next video.